I'm sad. What's your name? I guess it's the start of the vlog. Um, I've been really sad today for some reason. I mean, I'm sad all the time, but I've actually had like some decent. Sorry, I look disgusting per usual. I've had some decent. I had a really, really good week, and I had a really, really um, mm, good writing week, I would say. I know a big reason why I'm sad right now is because I'm in the process. Um, I've said this in vlogs already. I'm in the process of making this book into a screenplay. I'm sorry, I look really ashy. I'm in the process of making that book into a screenplay, and I've literally just self-published this book um, a few months ago, I guess. And so I did I did 3 drafts of this book. Then I created it, and then when I realized I wasn't working, I read it again. I put it on Wattpad, and then I read it again to self-publish it. I had to make changes. I self-published it, and now I'm like pretty much writing it for the second time as a screenplay. Because the first time I tried to write it as a screenplay, I was like 84 pages in, and nothing had actually happened yet. It's a whole thing. I'm just very jaded with this story. I feel like I've written it for the past 3 years at this point, over and over again, and I'm over it. Um, but I'm, hmm, I don't want to keep saying the same thing, but I also just feel like no one's watching these videos anyway, and I feel like I can just use these as like video diaries at this point. My whole plan was to do a 12-hour writing challenge, and I just don't think that's gonna happen. Um, okay, am I the only one that's like this? Like, do you, as a writer, if you're watching this, do you have like this crippling, like almost exhausting fear constantly that you're like really, really shit at writing, and that all this time that you're taking to obsess over these fictional characters in this fictional story, and all this time that you're taking out of your life to like write these stories that probably will never see the light of day and will never go past your desktop, that you're kind of just wasting your time because even with all of that, like, you just aren't a good enough writer. Yes, that's what I'm feeling. I'm very frustrated because I'm somebody who has wanted to be a lot of things in life. I spent a great deal of my life wanting to be a singer, which sounds so stupid now because I am not a good singer. But I spent a great deal of my life wanting to be a singer. I want to be an actress for a really long time. Um, I slid into writing novels, and I did it for 7 years. And I really, really thought I had found my passion. I felt like I found my reason of existing. And then I didn't like it anymore. And my air conditioner just came on. I'm sorry. Whatever. And now I'm writing screenplays, and it's been really fun, and I like it. But I feel so inadequate, and I'm just so tired of believing that this is like my passion, and this, or not my passion, but the reason that I'm here, and then a few years later, I like don't want to do it anymore. And it's like, okay, so I'm just like, is this just going to continue to be my life? Like, I'm ever going to get to a certain point in my life where like everything just makes sense. Like, I just am who I am. I'm with who I'm with. I have a life and I have a purpose, and I'm in line with like what I was meant to do. And I just feel like I'm not. And I just feel like I'm never going to be that way. Like, this year is just, it's literally been 5 months into this year, and I feel like I'm the loneliest I've ever been. And I am the most exhausted I've ever been, and the saddest I've ever been. And I just feel like I just exist. Like, I'm not even like surviving. I'm just existing. People are like, oh, like you just have to like survive until it gets better or whatever. And it's like nothing is wrong. Like, literally nothing is wrong. Um, I have a decent job that I I mean, I like it, I guess. And, I like screenwriting and I like being alone. I'm an introvert at heart. And I have enough money to sometimes buy things that I want and sometimes regret the things that I buy because I don't have enough money. But I mean, my life isn't horrible, but I just feel so meh. I need to like write. I don't know if I'm going to write today or whenever, but I guess it's the start of a vlog. Hi, hello, my name is Brittany. I'm an aspiring screenwriter and indie author, and I am in the process of turning my book Smelling Roses into a screenplay. I will be happy when it's over. I will literally never do this ever again in my entire life. I commend anybody who has made a book adaptation in general, but anyone who has made a good book adaptation, you are a legend in my book. Can I just say I love how I was so depresso when I first started this video, and then I just decided, I'm gonna like write a little bit, and I've been writing for like an hour at this point. I genuinely thought I was gonna write one scene and then walk away, but I am in the middle of writing a scene that is a mixture of like three different scenes because I just don't have enough time. I'm writing a bunch of scenes. Like I said, I'm like putting scenes kind of in and everywhere. So the scene that originally was just supposed to be Nora and Ren, it's Nora, Ren, Shay, Val, and Dobbin. And you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but whatever. And I'm having a really fun, having really fun writing this scene. Um, and yeah, maybe I just needed to write. I think I get really disappointed in myself when I don't write or when I keep trying to distract myself and do other things than write. Um, and yeah, so maybe that's what the feelings were. I mean, I definitely think the feelings were valid and they are feelings that I have, but I feel better now. So that's good. All right, I'm not gonna talk to y'all anymore after after this. I'm gonna probably write. I'm probably finish this vlog out tomorrow. I literally have no bra on because I was expecting not to come back. But anywho, um, I really, really, really love how Nora and Ren are coming off on this screenplay. It is not necessarily the same as it is in the book. It is, but it seems Nora's a little bit more endearing because I can't use inner monologue, and I refuse to do exposition, so or voiceover for that matter. So a lot of the things that she says in her head in the book, I now have to write in dialogue. Um, and so it's been really fun to kind of see her personality shine a little bit more in the screenplay than maybe it does in the book. But Ren keeps coming up with these like cute little one-liners that are literally just made me cry. Literally because it was cute. It wasn't even like it isn't anything that, I mean, it is kind of emotional, but like it was a really really cute line, and I'm just like, I wish I put that in the book. I wish that that this screenplay was the book now. And I know you did not ask for all of this, and I don't even know if I'm even gonna put all of this in the vlog. I just want you to know I'm really sad, and it's affecting my writing. And I'm also tired of writing. I am going to finish a screenplay, but at this point, I'm just writing a scene a day because that's literally all that I can do. So I had every intention of not uploading any of that onto this vlog because being vulnerable is already hard enough, and then doing it on the internet is scary. But I am in a better place now, per usual. I think a lot of those feelings were coming from the fact that it is my birthday today. It is May 31st. I just turned 31 today. I took the day off. I did a lot of stuff this morning, but I'm pretty much at home now. And but right now I'm actually watching Ted Lasso. And it's a particular scene where one of the characters visualizes her younger self in a mirror. It made me like really emotional, which I mean is normal for me. I'm always emotional. Obviously, as kids, so much of who we are is based off of what we've experienced and what other people have told us what we're supposed to be. And it takes us becoming an adult to sort of unpack that and unlearn that. But there's always this conversation about protecting your younger self and what does that look like. And I've always thought that that was just sort of like, you know, protecting yourself from harm, protecting yourself from people who like belittle you or make you feel like you're not good enough and yada yada yada. But I think a lot of that is protecting yourself from yourself as well, and giving yourself grace. There's just certain things and certain facts that we've made into bigger facts about ourselves, I guess, or how can I say it? There are experiences that we've had when we were younger that we made into facts about who we are as a person. Not only is that just unfair of who we are now and who we are going to be, but it's also just not reality. I think that I've been dealing a lot with this idea of like, I'm supposed to wait for the opportunity where everything is supposed to fall into place. And I have to wait for the opportunity that I meet my friends, or that I meet the love of my life, or that I find a career that I'm actually excited about, and I just have to just sit and be patient and wait for it to come. I don't really jive with that anymore. I don't like that anymore. I want to do, and I want to be, and I want to exist, and I want to do the things that scare me, do the things that I'm excited about, and put myself out there more, because I think that that's the only way that these things are actually going to happen for me, is if I actually try. And there's a line from my book where my character says, she asks, how many opportunities did I miss out on because I thought they'd be mistakes? And that really resonates with me, because I've always been afraid to put myself out there, whether it be to make friends or to just experience something new, because I'm just so afraid that I'm going to make a mistake and it's going to be all this turmoil and all of this whatever, all these negative sort of experiences that we have that I feel as though I'm trying to protect myself from. But I just end up not doing anything. And I just spend all my time at home. And this is not really how I wanted to spend my 31st birthday, but I have no one else to blame but myself, because I haven't been putting myself out there. I haven't been making decisions or taking risks or doing anything to really kind of push myself forward, because I'm so busy trying to protect my younger self and not trying to confirm what my younger self already thinks, which is that I'm unlovable, or that I'm unwanted, or that I'm easily forgotten or unremarkable, when I could be remarkable and unforgettable and wanted and loved and desired and all of those things. But because I don't want to put myself out there and actually see for myself, I just take what my younger self believes and I take it as face value, and that's not okay. Like, I'm an adult, I'm 31 years old, and I can't keep looking at stuff that happened to me when I was 15 or 8 years old or 4 and be like, well, see, this is what it means. Like, no, that happened to younger me. I am present me, and I deserve to have a runway to walk down upon in life and not keep stopping myself from enjoying all that life has to offer. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Again, I'm always like thinking about what I'm gonna say, and then I turn on the camera and then I like blank. So that's all I have to say, is that I'm going to, I think for the most part, if I have the money, which I think that I do, I'm going to put my screenplay on the blacklist tomorrow, because I don't want to keep not doing things and pushing things off and waiting for the right opportunity when I feel like I'm wasting away. I feel like I'm just sitting around waiting for nothing when I can just do it. And if it ends up being shit, it just ends up being shit, and I will pivot and I will do something differently. I don't think it would ever be a mistake to follow my dreams and to put myself out there. It might be unsuccessful, but it would never be a mistake. As long as I'm doing something, that means so much more to me than doing nothing. And yeah, so I guess this is to you, if you're still watching, is to follow your dreams and to do the thing that scares you, and just to keep doing. Just do it. But no, just continue to keep doing, and sometimes it's gonna work out and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be everything that you could possibly want, and you will get to there at some point in your life. You will get to a point where everything just kind of works and falls into place, but you have to actually try. And there's gonna be some times when it just doesn't work out and it's gonna be horrible, and you just kind of like go with the punches and keep going. And even when that is too hard, at least there's always cake.